Hello, I just finished my first year of teaching, and I feel like there were several dispositions that came naturally for me. The first one was professional conduct. I feel like I always demonstrated respect, not just towards my colleagues and administrators, but also with my students and other school staff that I interacted with. I also feel like I was committed to teaching all of my students because I do genuinely believe that every student is capable of learning. I also feel like I possess the dispositions of fairness, honesty, and compassion, and these were three dispositions that I felt were very important and that I stressed a lot with my students. I tried building positive relationships with my students, and I made sure that they also build positive relationships with their classmates and other students outside of the classroom. Honesty played a very important role in my decision-making process. It was important for me to make sure that the decisions that I made were going to have a positive impact on my students and that my students were going to be able to reach their learning goals. I also made sure that my students were honest with me and that they spoke up whenever it was necessary so that I can help them to better understand what I was teaching. Um, I feel like I demonstrated compassion by making sure that my students felt comfortable in talking to me and coming to me for help. Every morning I greeted them with a smile. They knew that I was always willing to listen and that I cared for them. The last two dispositions that I feel came naturally for me were dedication and advocacy. I made sure that I built and maintained positive relationships with my students and that I took the time to listen to my students to see what issues or challenges they were undergoing and that we worked together on them to overcome them. I am also dedicated to this profession. I am pursuing my master's in hopes that it will help me become a better teacher and that I will be better prepared to help out my English language learners. My hope is that at the end of this master's program, I come out with the skills that I need to help my English language learners achieve proficiency in the English language. The three dispositions that I feel that I need to work on to grow as an educator are high expectations, reflection, and curiosity. High expectations, I feel like I need to make sure that I individualize instruction for students who need it, and I would like to think of a variety of methods that I can use to communicate expectations to students. For reflection, I feel like I need to reflect on the effectiveness of my lessons and think of ways in which I can make improvements. I feel like I need to make time out of each day to think about how my day went and what I could have done better or what worked for that specific day. And for curiosity, I feel like I need to provide my students with more opportunities to engage and um, explore and discover meaning on their own. And I would like to challenge them to think creatively also. A professional educator is someone who is always well dressed. A professional educator for me is someone who is always willing to learn and grow, and they understand the importance of being competent in all of the areas of teaching, and they display these 10 professional dispositions. They are passionate about their job and they demonstrate an ethic of care.